Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. EQA Nostalgia here, and today I want to talk to you guys about Socom Remaster. So first and foremost, I want everybody to know that this is not officially happening. I don't want anybody to be confused. Sony is not doing this at the moment. This is a community effort to bend Sony's ear to get them to listen to us. And I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, dude, we've already done this countless times. I don't even know how many petitions are out there. I think one of them had like 14,000 signatures. But the difference is that Sony is actually listening right now. So they've got this thing called building the list going on right now, where they're trying to see what games people want remastered, what games are the most important to them. And this is really good news for Socom, because Socom's always been a popular game. It definitely went in a serious decline when Call of Duty, the whole Call of Duty craze happened, and the series just fizzled out. But back in the day, this was a major game for Sony, and it's not something that's under their radar. It's definitely considered a top shelf item. It's something that I know they're interested in doing, but they have to know that we care about this. You know, we have to get out there and we have to grab them and shake them and tell them, listen, we're interested. There is interest there. Because they're probably thinking, oh, you know, this was a long time ago. We don't know if the interest is going to be there. We have to make sure they know that. And with third-person shooters kind of making a bit of a comeback now, they're starting to get that Call of Duty fatigue. People are getting sick of that shit. I've noticed that a lot of tactical shooters are popping up, and you know, with Star Wars Battlefront coming up, there's definitely an interest in third-person shooters. So now is the time. Now is the time, guys, to get out there and let them know that we're interested in this. And the way that you can do that is you need to make a Twitter account. If you don't have a Twitter account, please make one. It doesn't take that long. Set up a Twitter account and just check the link in the description. I'm probably going to put it up on the screen as well. Put down a hashtag building the list and then SOCOM Remaster. We're trying to just kind of like bomb this up there so that it pops up constantly. So when people look at building the list, it's there. When people look at SOCOM, it's all over the place. We also do have a petition started where we're trying to get people to sign this petition to get obviously as many people to sign it as possible. I am going to put a link to that in the description, so make sure you check that out. It's very important. Don't skip that, please. Please sign that. Please get out there. And actually, the video, I'm going to use this video that Rev put up. Rev from therealsocom.com. He did the video you're seeing on your screen right now. And all the hashtags that are on there, those are the ones that you guys should be using. So a big shout out to Rev for making this video. It got me hyped up when I saw it. It's awesome. I'm going to put a link in the description so you guys can check it out. You know, with the music and everything that he put in there. I want to give a shout out right now to Big Fry I think he's the one who got this started. I know he really took the reins and charged forward. Abel Green, if you see this, you're doing a great service for SOCOMERS, man. Your channel has picked up so much steam. You're kicking ass, and I just love seeing all the SOCOM related content on your channel. There's a lot of people that I could mention, people from the Real SOCOM and community members that have been vocal, and they're getting out there and they're spreading the word. Now is the time, guys. Now is the time to let Sony know. If you look around, it's a really interesting time. There's a lot of remakes happening. We just recently had the Resident Evil remake. Resident Evil 0 remake was just announced. Final Fantasy 7 remake was just announced. Shenmue 3 is on Kickstarter. A lot of people are saying that Sony wanted that to be up there to see if there's going to be any kind of interest in that. So this is a good time for remakes. It seems to be the generation of remakes. And I know some people are getting annoyed by that, but I love it. I think it's great. It's good to see a lot of this stuff happening. We just saw the Tomb Raider reboot where they completely rebooted that franchise. So yeah, I could go on and just brainstorm all the games that are getting remastered and rebooted. It really is the time to start doing this, and they are listening, man. I mean, they're starting to see that there's money there for all of these remakes, remasters, whatever you want to call them. There is definitely interest there. Now, in closing, I just want to say something right now. H-Hour kind of did some damage. I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping it was negligible. And if nothing else, it just kind of damaged the community in the way that they don't want to back anything on Kickstarter anymore. They're really wary of it. and hopefully it didn't go up to Sony, and they're thinking, oh man, I don't know, look what just happened with that. I'm hoping that didn't even register as a blip on their radar. But more importantly, I think the community needs to stop being divided. We don't have too many people still left on the H-hour side of things, but I mentioned this in previous videos that there's a divide there between the H-hour community and the SOCOM community, and that shit's got to stop. The community, we cannot afford to have a community divided right now. Some people might think that this is a bitch move on my behalf, but I'm calling a ceasefire. I am no longer going to even talk about H-hour. I'm not going to bash it. I'm not going to bash anybody who plays it or who backs it or anything. I don't care. If that's something you're into, that's fine. But you're still a fucking SOCOMer, man. And you need to remember that. Everybody needs to be chill. And this little war that we've got going on in our community, it just needs to die right now. Because we need to just forget about that shit. We need to unite as a community, and we need to try to make this happen. This community has been through so much shit. And I've been a part of a lot of gaming communities. And I haven't seen a gaming community go through as much shit as the SOCOM community. You know, disappointments, a divide in the community that has just left a wound, man, and it needs to heal. We need to stop this shit with the fighting. If you're in the H-hour, that's fine, but there's no reason why you can't get behind this. There's no reason why you can't put your vote down. Get onto Twitter, hit those hashtags that I mentioned, bring this fucking game back, get this community on track. Together we stand, divided we fall. Now is the time, guys. So get out there, sign that petition, do what you can. And if it doesn't work out, what the fuck? At least we can say we tried, and they are definitely listening right now. Let's get this shit done. It's time to green up, guys. I thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.